When you see something that is so well done, it's so like, oh my god, like no wonder people fucking love this, is because it is, if you took a textbook and said, this is what a good story is, this is what's supposed to be included in a good story, it's like Star Wars is like, check, 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 got it, done. Like, didn't fuck up a thing. It was really good. I mean, it was really impressive.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Dan Reacts. I'm Dan. This is my reaction channel. I am here with the striked back Addie. Does that make sense? Addie striked back. I don't know.
Struck.
The struck back Addie.
Yeah. I've been stricken.
She's been stricken. How did you, well, you loved that movie.
Yeah, I did.
We finished it like
that
4 hours ago.
Yeah, whenever I do that.
I'm always like, you
so
downplay
ingenuous.
it.
No, I did. I really liked it.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
I was very happy that you loved it because it's like I said, it's such a personal favorite of mine. And so I was like, she's either going to come out of this being like the first one, it was good. Or she's going to be like, no, that was incredible. And you came out being like, that was incredible. And
it was really good.
I love that.
It was really good. I'm like into it now because they make it like about more than just like pew pew.
Surface level stuff.
Yeah. Like there's people and then they're fighting like the bad people. You know what I mean? Like there's a love story.
There's a love story.
And there's like a spiritual growth.
And drama with family.
And family yeah, exactly.
Star Wars ultimately is family drama.
It's a family drama.
It's a family drama.
Yeah, and it seems that way.
Because you're aware of like it's like called Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. So all 9 films center around the Skywalker family.
Know that, yeah.
So that's what the franchise is called, the Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Recently titled that because the franchise just kind of ended a couple years ago. But that's what ultimately it's been called, is the story of the Skywalkers. So that's what
and I love that. And it's, again, like Game of Thrones. I'm sure you could find a season 1 quote where I remember that you said, ultimately, it's family drama. Same thing.
We're into the family drama.
Not to bring Game of Thrones up in every single video, but, you know.
We're ultimately very into the family drama.
It's a family drama.
And so now we're in Return of the Jedi. This movie came out, I think, 4 or 5 years later. So you're going to notice, even in these like a semi-adult looking actors, you're going to notice like, oh, they aged a little bit in this film.
Hey, listen, even adults age. I mean,
what's interesting is they're not adults, but at the time they were adults to me, but they're like 20s. So they're like our age
they're
now.
Younger than us.
Yeah, but they aged a little bit, specifically with Luke Skywalker. He grows up a little bit. And it's like this movie, I grew up just always hearing the story of when this movie came out, my dad and his friends went and saw the movie and then saw it again and then again and then again and just kept rotating theaters that were showing it and just kept rewatching the movie for the whole day. Because I'm sure back in the day it was a lot easier to like get away with doing something like that.
Back in the day it was like, these are the movies that are out.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you could go home and like find something else on Netflix. It was like, these are the movies in theaters. So it was probably a very exhilarating day.
For him, it was like, and I always grew up hearing that experience, and I always grew up with this movie, and I wish I could have experienced the hype of Return of the Jedi. I would love for you to just one day like start that conversation with my dad, because you know my dad. You guys don't know my dad, but she knows my dad.
Yeah, me and your dad are very close.
He doesn't get too passionate about things, but when he does, it's very like,
it's very passionate.
Oh, you're into this.
Oh yeah.
And
once in a while, me and your dad will get into a conversation where he really is into the conversation, and I'm like, oh, this is another side of Danny that I have not seen before.
And that's him with Return of the Jedi. He gets so excited about that movie, and like almost 50-year-old man, still when that movie's on, he always talks about how he feels like he's a little boy.
Yeah.
And I would have loved to experience this movie and the hype of it all. Yeah. You can go on YouTube and watch like the red carpets for this movie in front of like the Grauman's Chinese Theater, and it feels so like classic Hollywood, just like, wow, what a time.
Theater.
What a time to
That's
have been alive.
That's where all of the premieres are.
And now it's more of like a historical site. They don't really show movies there as much anymore.
But that's where it all used to happen.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to get this.
This is one of that era.
And this is the finale of
this
original trilogy, and at the time, the end of Star Wars. You know, because the prequels didn't come out until 10 years later.
Right, so people thought like, oh, these are the movies.
This is the end of the movie. This is it. So We're done. We're almost we're on the last
We're
movie.
done. Wow, so quick.
Almost done with the original trilogy. Let's take a little cheers.
Okay.
Very excited for this.
What are you cheersing to?
We're cheersing to Star Wars and you a part of like a new franchise and new journey and Return of the Jedi. So like the titles, you know, A New Hope.
The New Hope was Luke Skywalker.
What was The Empire Strikes Back?
Well, The Empire Striking Back.
So Return of the Jedi. Bum bum bum.
Dot dot dot.
Dot dot dot. We'll see.
Cheers.
Without further ado, Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Luke Skywalker has returned to his home planet of Tatooine in an attempt to rescue his friend Han Solo from the clutches of the vile gangster Jabba the Hutt.
Remember him from the first movie?
I do. I sure do. Little does Luke know that the Galactic Empire has secretly begun construction on a new armored space station even more powerful than the first dreaded Death Star. When completed, this ultimate weapon will spell certain doom for the small band of rebels struggling to restore freedom to the galaxy. Dot, dot, dot. Death Star 2.0.
Have you noticed that all of these movies
start with the... Yeah, I have noticed.
And something like almost coming out of it.
Yeah.
Man station. This is ST-321. Code clearance blue. You are cleared to proceed. We're starting our approach.
I want the story of like one of them, like going home to their kids and then like going to work and like doing this.
Like
and,
a story of an Imperial...
How they like got inducted into the Imperial military.
That'd be a cool spinoff. Like, not so action-based, more drama.
Yeah, more like these are not necessarily evil people. Like they have families and like that they're trying to provide for, you know?
You're looking for a humanized approach to the Empire.
I would like to feel like these people aren't all just thousands of evil people, but that this is just the army that they serve. Because they have to. Oh, C-3PO got a costume upgrade.
You noticed that?
Yeah.
Are you sure this is the right place?
Why are they not with anybody?
Goodness gracious me.
Goodness gracious me.
I don't think they're going to let us in, R2.
He's so ready. He's like, I don't want to be here. Let's give up. Why are they not with anybody?
Just to deliver Master Luke's message and get us out of here.
Those are pigmen.
No,
Oh, fuck.
I would not want to be here.
No, all of these people look horrible.
Good morning.
He got fatter since last time.
We're doomed.
We're doomed.
We're doomed.
Solo.
How does he have him?
The bounty hunter brought him. Remember the one that you thought looked...
Yes. Oh my god. I forgot that he was going to Jabba. A gonk droid. They're branding him. Does that hurt them? Why? How do they have nerve receptors?
Yeah, they feel things.
Do they? Because he came like completely apart. Didn't really have...
Did you hear it go?
Yade, you know.
Choo.
50,000, no less.
He's like, don't hit the messenger.
I'm just translating.
He's holding a thermal detonator.
That elephant thingy looked stuffed.
Yeah.
It's Lando. That's a girl.
Why?
The way they walk, with their hands out like this. And they're skinny. That's a girl. Is that Leia? Ew. He's so cold. Oh my gosh. Warm him up. Whoever you are.
Who are you?
I knew it!
Someone who loves you.
Oh.
The blue thing. I can't. I want a stuffed animal with the blue thing.
His name is Max Rebo.
He has a name?
We have powerful friends. You're going to regret this. Oh.
Oh, he's got the Jedi shit.
Luke
Come
Skywalker.
on, Luke, making progression. Oh no. No.
Look at Leia.
No, I don't like that. That is disrespectful.
I must speak with Jabba.
That is disrespect. I do not like her in that outfit.
At last, Master Luke's come to rescue me. You will bring Captain Solo and the Wookiee to me. It's your choice, but I warn you not to underestimate my power.
He has gotten very confident.
He does look older. Ew! What is that?
What are we doing?
What are we doing, you guys? Can you use your mind tricks on him? He doesn't seem smart. That'll do it.
I kind of feel bad for the creature. I'm like, this thing didn't know what it was doing. It was just like...
It was a prisoner. That was his friend.
his trainer or something. He's like, I raised him since he was a baby.
Fuck that thing now.
I know.
His High Exaltedness, the great Jabba the Hutt, has decreed that you are to be terminated. You will therefore be taken to the Dune Sea.
They never just like killed him right there.
No. It's
Except
always a planned,
Darth Vader.
Yeah. It's always a planned event.
In these movies, it's always like the bad guy will like tell you exactly what he's gonna do. R2-D2's a cocktail waitress.
That's not a bad gig.
He said, "Can I interest you in a shot? A martini?
Bruschetta.
Taking a blanket?" He's gonna walk the plank. I'm noticing a theme of disgusting tongues in this movie.
A lot of disgusting tongues in Return of the Jedi.
Jabba, this is your last chance.
Yeah.
Off he goes. At least Lando's helping.
Yeah. Making amends.
Off you go.
Well, there goes Boba Fett.
Off he goes. Ew, the tongues. In movies, they always make suffocating someone look so easy. Like, it takes like 10 seconds. It takes like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Gently now. All right. Easy for me, Chewie.
Ah!
My reaction if that happened to me.
Ah!
It's all right. I can see a lot better.
Got him.
Come on.
Damn, they did that.
They went in there and they did what they said they were gonna do.
So Jabba the Hutt was like the biggest crime lord in specifically this planet, but also kind of the galaxy.
And fuck him.
They just took him down.
They said you can profit off of this or you can die.
Hey, Luke, thanks. Thanks for coming after me. Now I owe you one. That's right, R2. We're going to the Dagobah system.
We hurt his robot arm.
That also feels like a moment where the audience is probably like,
Yoda! We're going to Yoda! The Dagobah system!
The Death Star will be completed on schedule. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen.
Hate him. It's disgusting.
and everything's proceeding as he's foreseen. So that's not good.
Not good at all. Also, it's been like years, right?
And I think in movie, it's been like less than a year.
Okay, so it's a short amount of time.
When 900 years old you reach, look as good you are not.
Look as good you would not.
Twilight is upon me, and soon night must fall. When God am I, the last of the Jedi will you be? There is another
There's another Skywalker.
R.I.P. Yoda.
That was really sad. I really liked him. I thought I would get... He's like one everybody talks about. I thought there would be more of him. I'm really sad about that.
Yoda will always be with you.
Why didn't you tell me? You told me Vader betrayed and murdered my father.
What I told you was true, from a certain point of view.
It was a technicality.
Metaphorically, it was true.
I can't kill my own father.
Then the Emperor has already won.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yoda spoke of another. Leia. Leia is my sister.
How did he just like...
He felt it from the Force.
Leia's his sister? Oh my god.
They kiss.
Yeah, they did. They have like... Yeah.
We love incest on this channel.
I'm gonna disassociate myself with that publicly on the forum. But I didn't even think about that for a second. But they did have a little love story going on.
Yeah. But that's his sister. Cheers to that information.
Cool.
That's why they had that Force connection.
Luke literally never kissed her again.
Luke and Leia.
We'll forgive it because you didn't know, but if you do it again, I'm mad.
The Emperor's made a critical error and the time for our attack has come.
General Calrissian has volunteered to lead the fighter attack.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
He's like, just saying.
General, count me in.
I'm with you too.
Oh.
What is it?
Ask me again sometime. Luke, hi, hon.
That would be so crazy to be like.
You're my sister.
Yeah.
Like, I know that we kissed.
But also just like.
I was really cocky about it, but
to be raised the whole way thinking you grew up on this farm, and then to find out not only your father was this Dark Lord.
The blood of like the Jedi, but like also
that's my twin sister.
But it makes so much sense why she like heard him in her head.
Mm-hmm.
They're connected.
It's not even just the Force; it's like the twin. Force.
They're twins. They're family, and they're both Jedi, or have like that's what they're pretty much saying is like there's another.
Leia with a lightsaber.
She gonna have a lightsaber? Oh!
If they don't go for this, we're gonna have to get out of here pretty quick, Chewie. Shuttle Tidarium, transmit the clearance code for shield passage.
The Death Star looks so crazy, like not fully built.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good old work.
Looks like a little zombie Death Star.
Yeah. It's an undead Death Star. Undead Death Star.
Stop, because now I'm going to read it later. And it's going to sound like I copied you.
Okay. I told you it was gonna work. No problem.
No problem.
5 seconds ago, they're not going for it, Chewie.
Things change. Stories evolve.
So this is the forest moon of Endor. Side note, a big chunk of this was filmed in the Redwood City of California.
Wow.
I mean, not Redwood City, Redwood Forest.
I figured that's what you meant.
Should we try and go around?
Quietly. There might be more of them out there. Hey, it's me.
Right.
Not super encouraging.
That's why I said that.
That's why I warned you.
Remember we just rescued you?
Remember how you got frozen?
I would not be able to drive through that. I would
No,
crash into
the
a tree
trees?
immediately.
Are you kidding? Oh my god.
The way they are skirting through trees.
That is not okay. Oh.
Not good.
That works too.
Luke! Where's Leia?
We got separated. Come on, R2, we'll need your scanner. And you said it was pretty here.
And you said it was pretty here.
I stand by that. It is still
It
very
is pretty. It's just violent.
It just happens to be inhabited by the Empire.
Cut it out!
Ah! It's like a little teddy bear!
What is it?
What is that little thing? I love him.
It's an Ewok.
He's so cute.
Freeze! Come on, get up. What the?
What the?
Wow! Got him! Got him!
Once again, Leia is a great shot.
She does not need saving, bitches! She'll save her damn self with the power of her and her teddy bear. It was a hard transition because I'm still so full of love.
And then
Ewok,
this.
and then this.
A small rebel force has penetrated the shield and landed on Endor.
His compassion for you will be his undoing.
As you wish.
What does he do all day?
Gives orders and sits and looks at the window.
Oh. Not at all what you want to see.
Hey, point that thing someplace else.
Oh, my head! They think I am some sort of god.
Well, why don't you use your divine influence and get us out of this?
It's against my programming to impersonate a deity.
Like,
Luke's like,
do we have to follow rules, C-3PO? Like, you're
do you
with
know
us.
where we are and what we've been
You don't
doing?
have to follow protocol.
Hair down! Hair down, Leia!
3PO, tell them they must be set free.
Like, somebody had to tell him to say
I
that.
know, like, you had to be told to help out. This was his one moment to actually
to
help.
just say, like, don't kill them.
He said, let them go or I'll blow up your tree.
Boom!
They're like, okay, let them go. Let them go.
Whatever.
That gold guy's magic. Oh.
They're in love.
Thanks, Luke. Never knew I had it in me.
We didn't either.
You barely did.
You really didn't do anything.
Luke, tell me, what's troubling you?
Force is strong in my family. I have it. My sister has it. Somehow, I've always known that you know why I have to face him.
No.
There is good in him. I felt it. I have to try.
Great scene.
Hey, what's going on?
I just want to be alone for a little while.
Could you tell Luke? Is that who you could tell?
Aye. Just removes herself from the conversation. Aye.
It's a lot. She doesn't want to unpack it all right now. And he's forcing her to talk about it, and she doesn't want to talk about it.
What a heavy scene. For her to not only find out that Luke's her brother, but
That
then
was a lot.
Darth Vader is her father.
The Emperor has been expecting you.
I know there is good in you. The Emperor hasn't driven it from you fully.
I must obey my master.
Then my father is truly dead.
That is so heavy. Just completely denying it in the face of standing in front of his own son to say, like, I'll kill you if I have to is so dark.
But do you believe it?
I mean, he didn't do it right then, so that's a good sign. I love them so much.
It only takes one to sound the alarm.
Then we'll do it real quiet like.
Then we'll do it real quiet like.
Bitch.
Alright, fucking obviously, we're gonna be sneaky.
You stay here. We'll take care of this.
You stay here.
Because you're gonna ruin everything.
You fuck everything up, so stay put. Ew.
Just a reactionary. Ugh.
Ugh.
I'm looking forward to completing your training. Right now, you must know your father can never be turned from the dark side.
He is fucking disgusting.
The fact that he says that, like, right in front of Vader. You must know your father's
Could
weak.
never be turned.
Like,
ew! He's like a ghoul.
Your friends up there on the Sanctuary Moon are walking into a trap. The deflector shield will be quite operational.
If this is someone you're trying to get to join your side, like, it's very threatening.
You're doing a terrible job, but he's also not trying to get him to. In his mind, Luke is. There's no choice.
But it's like you still have to sell it a little bit. Because he could just say no and then you kill him, and then what does that do for you?
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Wings reported.
Addies is standing by.
He's just been, like, getting lucky this whole time.
That guy, you've noticed him.
Yeah.
I was wondering throughout these movies if you were going to notice that he was still there.
I did notice, yeah.
Since the beginning.
Yeah.
How could they be jamming us if they don't know? It's a trap!
It's a trap!
Accelerate to attack speed.
Copy, Gold Leader.
Nobody can kill him.
No.
He's indestructible.
Next to Luke Skywalker, he's
You're fucked. If that guy's in the sky, you're fucked.
Yeah.
He might not kill you, but he's not gonna die.
He's not going to die. He's going to stay up there the whole time.
One thing about him, he's not gonna die.
Hello, I say over there. Were you looking for me?
Aren't you quite sure this was a good idea?
No! I love my little teddy bear boys. Doo, doo, doo.
Yes. Fight for your planet, Ewoks. Fight
I
back.
love them so much.
The way these guys just shook up the Empire. Like,
I love them. The little teddy bears against the stormtroopers, and they're winning. Are those just ATs?
ATST. Ats.
That's.
Well, I'm supposed to get hardware in this thing.
Oh my god, they better fuck off. For killing R2-D2, like, you're dead. I'll come after you my fucking self. I will kill you. I will kill you. For killing my little teddy bears.
Was that not just the saddest thing?
That was not okay.
I can feel your anger.
What a weird situation to be in where it's like I can't really kill you. But
Yeah,
then if I stay alive, like, I'm just here with you.
Right, but if I kill you, I'm fulfilling the dark side.
Sophie's choice.
And him grabbing his lightsaber right now was exactly what the Emperor wanted.
I love you. I know.
I don't like his little
I know, I hate that he's getting his way.
Shut the fuck up.
This is family drama, Emperor. You don't get in between that.
Like, leave them alone. This is a father and son. Let them work it out. You are not Darth Vader's father. Unless he is, but I don't think that he is.
I was gonna say.
Your thoughts betray you. Your feelings for them are strong, especially for sister.
Does he know about the sister?
If you will not turn to the dark side, then perhaps she will.
He will not. If anything, like, he was your best hope. Leia's for sure not. Go, Luke. Go, Luke.
Good. Take your father's place at my side.
Never. You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi.
I want Darth Vader to stand up and to fuck that guy up, the Emperor.
That guy.
That wrinkly old shit. Like, Darth Vader just heard him say, like, replace him. If I was Darth Vader, I'd be like, sorry, what the fuck did you say? Come on, that's your son! Oh my god, is this...
Well, there you have it.
Yes, sir!
Concentrate all fire on that superstar destroyer. Intensify forward firepower!
Right in your business. The sacrifice of that pilot just...
Help me take this mask off. Let me look on you with my own eyes.
Oh, man. Still not as ugly as the Emperor.
Go, my son.
I'll not leave you here. I've got to save you.
You are ready.
Father.
You did it, you guys! Oh!
I'm sure Luke wasn't on that thing when it blew.
He wasn't.
She can feel it! Jedi Leia!
All right. I understand. Fine. When he comes back, I won't get in the way.
Oh.
is my brother.
He's like, wait, but you made out with him.
He's like, so wait, me and you?
So this is a thing, right? So we're in love, right?
The journey he went on in this franchise started out as this little boy is literally burning his father, a full man, full
His
Jedi
father,
Knight.
who he hated and then loved, and then he died, and now he has to burn him, and it's kind of like a soldier's funeral, but how confusing emotionally. You find out you have a sister, you find out you have a dad, like, my God. Wow. Quite a celebration.
The whole galaxy.
Everybody's happy.
The Empire is gone.
Donezo. You're done. And he lived! The pilot! He's from the other movies.
Yay!
Yay!
That threw you off a little bit?
He's from the other Star Wars movies.
Yes, he is. We'll get into those another time.
Okay. I have a lot of notes.
Okay.
That was so good.
Yeah.
I think that was such a good follow-up to the sequel. Both of those movies did such a great job.
When do you find a franchise that only goes up?
That was amazing.
You know what I mean? Like, they never went down.
Good.
So
that
good.
was amazing. I mean, that was so cool and so emotional and
So emotional.
like just not at all what I expected from Star Wars. You know?
Yay! Another successful venture.
Just not what I was expecting. And that was just so sweet. And like the story was so
Pure and
nice.
grounded. Yeah.
It really, I was like, I'm not going to cry during Star Wars, but I was like, I didn't like actually drop a tear, but I really got really teary-eyed.
You know I did.
I got very misty at the end, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, this is Star Wars, and I'm like emotional about it. I did not know that it was like that. It's just so sweet. I loved it.
Yay!
I really loved it.
I'm so happy you
I really
loved it.
did love it.
I'm so happy.
That was so nice. I would watch that again and again. Like, that's such a feel-good franchise.
Yes, absolutely.
I loved it.
It ends on a low in Empire Strikes Back, and then what a high for it to, and like them literally smiling at the camera like, we did it.
I love it. I just, what a great little trilogy.
And it always,
so
that
nice.
scene always makes me think back again to like being in the theater, how emotional that would have been to see that final shot of them standing there, like in the theater seeing it. Like that would have probably just been such an exciting moment. Like, wow, what a great movie.
And then Obi-Wan and Yoda and whoever that guy. I mean, I know him.
Well, I'll just fill in the blank. That's Anakin Skywalker. So that's
Darth Vader.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Am I supposed to get that?
Well, yes. Also, that's obviously not what it looked like.
They added that,
It was a
right?
different actor, and then once the prequels were made and Anakin was actually established, they replaced it with the actual character.
Beforehand, the person there before was just whoever was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. It was like
Darth
another
Vader.
man.
Okay,
just a
gotcha.
different man, yeah.
Because I was a little confused, but I guess that makes, because you're saying they're prequels, so
Right.
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like a little like I'm missing something for a second because I was like, I know who that is, like, because I recognize, because who doesn't know who that is, you know? But I was just like, why is he standing with them? But that makes sense. Okay, gotcha. That's really sweet. That's really sweet. Well, some of my notes already are not making sense to me, so we'll just try to get through them.
Because I feel like sometimes when you write notes, it's very just like,
it's
in the moment what that thought was.
I think that I'm gonna know what I'm talking about, and then sometimes I do not know what I'm talking about, and it's only been 2 hours. So I think I probably just want to go in like chronological order for this one because there's so many that it's probably better to just start from the beginning.
Okay.
So the man with I called it the necticle, and I realize now that kind of sounds like testicle, but I meant neck tentacle is what I meant by that.
Bib Fortuna.
Right. He is horrible.
Yeah.
I hated him so much. His razor sharp teeth were disgusting. I don't know how he's alive or who produced him, but they should repent. I hated the droid's branding. The trash droid.
No!
That was really sad.
Let's just go ahead and say you hated pretty much all of Jabba's palace.
I hated all of them.
You hated all of Jabba's palace.
I did. And you know what? I didn't know that droids could feel pain like that, and that made me really sad.
For the gonk droid.
The gonk droid was really breaking my heart. I wrote Jabba's disgusting. What else is new? I think I meant that in the way of that he is fatter and more disgusting
than you had remembered.
Than he was in the previous movies.
Yeah.
He became more disgusting. Gingivitis was rampant in that mouth. It was disgusting. His tongue can go fuck itself. His tongue was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Way out there.
I felt violated just watching his tongue lick his lips and shit. Just despicable. But then Leia rescued Han, and I thought that was so sweet. And it was the immediate little sass that they had between them. I was like, oh, we're back.
Yeah.
We are right back to normal. We're good. Everybody's good. He's blind for a second, but he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they clearly are just. I mean, she's so in love with him.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah.
So I loved it. It was such a nice little moment. I drew a little heart. I hated Leia in the underwear. I hated that a lot. I thought that was so degrading to her character, and I know that was the intention behind it, is to make you hate Jabba and but Leia is such a regal, noble,
classy,
but classy because not because she's just
not
royal.
Prissy. No, yeah.
Classy because she's classy because she's earned it. Because she's a fighter. She's a warrior. She's not this sexual being. You know what I mean? She's a guy. She is a warrior, man, princess, beautiful woman thing. And seeing her in that outfit, I just was that's just not okay.
It's one of those things too where
so much.
In the Star Wars community, it's such an iconic look and outfit, and my dad says all the time that every boy growing up had a photo of Leia in the slave outfit in their bedroom. It was kind of
I kind of hate that because it's it's Leia in her worst form, in her worst situation.
Well, and it's interesting because since Disney bought Star Wars, they have gradually tried to almost eradicate the existence of that look. Bikini, so obviously you can't take it out of the movie.
I get it. The thing is you can't take it out because it does serve a purpose. I think as an audience member, it's not meant to be oh, don't you want to fuck Leia? I think it's meant to present her as she doesn't belong
in this situation,
in this outfit, in this this is wrong. She is clearly in distress because she would never be in this outfit otherwise. R.I.P. I love her. I'm so sad kind of that I didn't experience this earlier in life. I sort of did, but I just didn't have the appreciation for her, and I just think that she did such a wonderful job. So cool to see her in these movies, and just she was an incredible person, and she did an incredible job in these movies. So.
Yeah. She really is the female character of all female characters. Never once was a damsel, never once played dumb, never once had to use her looks to get ahead in this. Which in the 80s was a theme for female characters.
Well, I think really up until very recently was a theme for female, and sometimes still is a theme for female characters.
And she just broke all the tropes.
It's so cool to see an older franchise give a female character
such respect,
her just desserts.
Yeah.
I love to see her get her flowers. She earned them. She did not, like, need help from the male characters, like, in any greater of a way than they needed help from her. Right. You know, like, everybody needed help from each other.
And even in the one moment where they're rescuing her, the moment she came out of the cell, she rescued them. She was good to go. She rescued them.
Yeah, so, I mean, what a cool character. I just love that. So, that was the only thing. I hated her in that outfit, but I get why they did it. And then directly after that, they killed Jabba. So we love that. He fucking deserved it.
Yeah, he blew the fuck up.
You put her in that outfit, and you're gonna die for that.
Yeah,
so,
and you made R2-D2 a freaking cocktail waitress.
And fuck you.
Yeah.
Honestly, R2-D2 was thriving as a cocktail waitress.
He loved it.
He seemed to be enjoying himself. C-3PO's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm serving cocktails.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I'm serving drinks. He's like, I know you're serving drinks. Like, R2-D2, first of all, was in his element.
Yeah, he was not concerned.
He would have been fine.
Yeah.
Nobody put him in a bikini.
Oh, is this what we're doing forever? I'm fine. Okay.
This is easier than what I've been doing.
Yeah.
So, he went back for Yoda, and we love that.
And that scene is very emotional. Seeing Yoda die.
Right.
But then also, like...
And the next thing I put is Yoda's dying, ? Very upset about that.
Yeah, and it's like that part's hard, but then also getting the bomb of Leia is Luke's sister, like directly after that.
That was really sad. I honestly thought that Yoda was going to be a part of this entire movie, but I just think these movies are really, like, close to perfect in the way that they execute a storyline. Mm-hmm. Because Yoda dying makes so much sense. And his death served a purpose.
His death sets Luke on that final...
Yeah. I don't like a meaningless death. Mm-hmm. I don't like a death that doesn't fit a character. I don't like gore for the sake of gore, death for the sake of death. Like, this is one of those stories where I'm like, everything, it's like, it could be studied. Like, this storytelling is so nicely done. Like, Yoda died, but it makes sense that he died, and his death served a huge purpose in the whole, like, Leia's your sister, which gave, later in the movie, Luke so much more leverage in dealing with Darth Vader, being like, I have a sister. Like that extra little bit of knowledge served a big purpose. Mm-hmm. And even for, of course, especially for their relationship, served a huge purpose. Right. And, like, put everything kind of into place. So it was just, like, it is very, like, oh, this is, like, executed perfectly. The story is classic.
You heard it here first, guys. She thinks it was executed perfectly.
It's just, I mean... They didn't scrub anything. They didn't fuck up anything.
It's incredible how receptive you've been to all this stuff. But the fact that you haven't seen any of them, but are so receptive to them. Like, Lord of the Rings, loved it. Game of Thrones, loved it. Star Wars, but you've just never seen any of this. It's like...
I've just been missing out my whole life. How have you been
fulfilling your life all this time? Like...
I've just been making a mess of everything. No, but it is, like... I think if you know what you're looking for, when you see something that is so well done, it's so like, oh my god, like, no wonder people fucking love this, is because it is, if you took a textbook and said, this is what a good story is, this is what's supposed to be included in a good story, it's like, Star Wars is like, check, 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 got it, done. Like, didn't fuck up a thing. It was really good. I mean, it was really impressive. It's especially for being a movie franchise not adapted from a book.
Right.
And then I wrote the Undead Death Star. We hate that.
The Undead Death Star.
Very much creepy.
Very clever of you.
Well, it was something that you said that I wrote after you said it. So, I said it looked like a zombie.
And then, yeah.
And then you were like, the Undead Death Star.
You came up with the original concept.
It was a collaborative effort, ultimately.
Yeah, so Death Star 2.0, a.k.a. Zombie Death Star.
Zombie Death Star.
Undead Death Star.
We all get what's going on. Luke and Leia making it work on the motorcycle things. We love that.
You liked the motorcycle scene?
I just think it was cool,
yeah fun,
I thought that they did a good job. And again, like, I think they give Leia her flowers in, like... You know, he jumps off of her motorcycle, he's on his own, and she still kills it. Mm-hmm. Like, first of all, she gets his motorcycle for him.
Right.
She arranges that.
And
then she kills it on her own with him. Like, it's like there's never a moment where it's like someone's got to save Leia.
He could be there or not. She would have done the same thing.
She's gonna kill it regardless.
She's gonna do the
yeah,
same thing.
I just fucking love Leia. Like, I really do. I love Luke and I love Han, but I love Leia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the Ewoks.
The Ewoks stole your heart.
If you didn't get that from the video, I'm telling you now. I love them so much. They break my heart without doing anything. Just them existing, I'm like, I'm going to be sick because I can't have them as a pet.
When that Ewok tried to pull his buddy.
Yep, no, can't handle that. Can't handle that.
That was...
No.
Did you almost start to cry?
I wrote that later. Yeah.
Because I kind of looked over at you and it looked like you were about to like...
Yeah, no, I was misty-eyed. I sure was. That was horrible. I hated it. I really was, like, almost good. Like, I didn't fully cry. Like, a tear didn't stream down my cheek, but I really was really teary-eyed. I do not like that. Yeah. I think they're precious angels that need to be protected. And that made me really upset.
I do think that without that, though, it could have felt very like a... Even though this was way before Disney owned Star Wars... It could have felt like a very Disney battle of like
the little cute guys didn't die.
Yeah, it's like no, it's still a battle. It's still war.
I know, but it was horrible regardless, which is I think the point.
Mm-hmm. So. If you didn't like feel emotion from that scene, you've got something.
Which is so silly because it's like I kind of feel like I shouldn't have felt emotion because it's Star Wars, but it's like no, I felt emotion because it was Star Wars because these movies are very emotional and I didn't expect it. And I think a bunch of other people in the world who have never seen these movies probably don't expect them to be emotional, but they are.
They are. And
I will not feel shame for getting a little misty-eyed over an Ewok.
I will never shame you for that.
I felt really sad about it. When Han says, I love you, and Leia says, I know.
The payback. Can you imagine the audience reaction in the theater when they probably first saw that? Like, yeah!
What a moment. I was like... Thank God. Not for the sake of Leia getting, like, her comeuppance, but, like, just Han saying I love you back. I was like, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew you fucking loved her. Like, we all knew it. You just needed to say it. So I was so happy he said it. Yeah. So now they're, like, on an even playing field.
Well, now they're in love and they're okay to say it. They're fine saying it, yeah.
Yeah. Darth killing the Emperor was obviously a huge moment, and I was so hoping that it would happen, and when it did, I was so overjoyed.
Yeah, just throwing him over the
yes, balcony. Because it was like you brought this father and son together, and how cocky of you to think
they weren't
that
gonna
even
connect.
After all these years. I mean, you've had all these years. It's still a father and son. You are so narcissistic to think that you would have power over the connection of a father and son. Mm-hmm. You will never. Like, a father and son can have all of the beef in the world, but then if an outside party tries to come between them, a father and son are still going to stand by each other. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what it comes down to. And, like, obviously that's not applicable in, like, everybody's life, but, like, that's the story, and I loved it. And then at the very end, Darth, when he takes the mask off, him smiling right before he dies, just was so sweet to me because it's like, I can't imagine how long it's been in his life since he's smiled.
Right, and it's like,
when he
wow,
went dark side,
there's
he
a
looks
human in there.
Horrible. He looks disgusting. He's been this force of evil, and these are not people that you think of smiling at their lives. Like, you could have all of the power in the universe and you're still dark-sided. You're still not going to be happy. So the fact that Luke kind of was able to bring him back from that, even in his final moments of life, and bring an actual smile to this like shell of a man's face, was just so sweet. It was just such a nice way to wrap it all up.
Yeah, and I feel like when you get that smile, like you said, it shows like there is something in there besides this shell of a man, but then it also makes me think like, wow, he just smiled. Like, what was his life? Like, what led this person to this life? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like that was a question way back in the day. Obviously, we get the answer
Like,
with the
how did we
prequel
get
series.
there?
But
Yeah.
it's just when you look at that smile,
Like,
it's
what
very
would
like,
draw
wow, this
this
man had a
person who's
life.
capable of love, clearly, and capable of happiness, and has some humanity in him. Like, how did we get here?
How did we get here?
That's so true. Like, thinking about his backstory is very, like, I mean, it must have been
A hard time.
a real journey
Yeah.
to, like, get to a point where someone who has love in his heart could be transformed into this thing. To see who is Anakin in
The ghost.
the ghost at the end is probably very like, we love, but it's so cool just to be like, oh, that's like a little foreshadowing of like, look at this young, like, happy, attractive
smiling guy. Yeah.
like happy that his son like did this
Set him
thing
free.
for him.
Yeah.
And it's just, it definitely like kind of lights the fire of like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
Like, you look so sweet and kind and attractive and, like, nice and happy. And, like, what happened to you? Like, how did you get to this, like, weird
Place.
thing that's barely human? You're mostly machine. Like, how did this happen?
Right. So, I mean, I love that you love that. Cheers to Return of the Jedi.
I have just a little sippy
The
sip left.
Return of the Jedi. Which can be looked at as, like, obviously Luke is now a Jedi
But
Knight.
also Darth
Anakin
Vader
Skywalker.
returning to the light side, I assume is what it's called. The sunny side?
The sunny
The bright side?
The light side?
I don't know.
But Return of the Jedi.
We're coming back from that evil thing that he
Yeah.
was a part of.
Very powerful title.
It is such a powerful movie. I love these movies. I feel like these are going to be my new, like, sick day movies.
Yay! Sick day movies. Well, cheers
You know,
to
when
that.
it's just like a little bit of a comfort movie, like it feels like that.
I know.
Even not growing up on it, it feels like a comfort movie.
I completely agree. Well, that was really fun. I had a blast with you. I hope
That
you
was so
guys
fun.
enjoyed Addie's reaction to The Return of the Jedi as well as Star Wars, the original trilogy.
Yes.
If you did, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to be doing the prequels, which the prequels came out in 1998.
I was 2.
And then, or 99.
I
And
was
then
3.
2002 and 5. And so, like, though I love the original trilogy, I have such a connection to the prequels.
Because they were actually when you
that
were
was
alive.
my dad is the original trilogy. I'm the prequels. You know, that was my generation of Star Wars. But that was really fun. I'm so happy we did that.
Yeah, that was so good.
That's going to conclude this video, guys. We hope you enjoyed, and we hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next one. May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.